Down, Red Raiders! He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Louisville taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's Louisville in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the Bounce House. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports Studios at the Bounce House.
The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Handoff to Joyner. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They'll send the tight end in motion. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Swamped immediately.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Knights are marching down the field. Hand off for Brown. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. The Knights moving quickly to the line. Second down to the air. Under pressure, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Finds his man down the middle. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, checking in from the Texas Tech sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To the air, it's Hammond. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. On the delay, it's Payne. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets the back moving. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Left side is Payne. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They make the stop right at the 34-yard line, standing tall to keep them from converting on 3rd down, 4th down coming. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Straight ahead, it's Simon. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Right down the boulevard. He's at the touchdown Knights. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Extra point here will tie the game. That was a lightning fast. Oh, they block it. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. The run inside. It's Danzy. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Keep it on the ground. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Fields the punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the ninth sideline, developing situation down here with their running back. He has struggled to hold on to the ball today, and trailing in this game late. We'll see if the coaches continue to trust him. They do have a reliable backup, but this is a big moment in the game to see if they can override these early turnovers and get the ground attack that they need to get back in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Knights have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Hand it to the back. Spins away from the defender. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Fresh center down's going to the air. Turns it upfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Hauls it in. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCF! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Run in the red zone. It's Brown. Just couldn't nudge it across for the 2-point conversion. They'd hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the 4th. He'll start the return inside his 5. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. To the air, it's Hammond. He'll pull it down, turning it on. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Holds on, it's Hudson. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Drops back on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
Quick give. It's Coleman Williams. Finding some room. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. They'll give it to Joyner. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Tough run here. It's Payne. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Red Raiders surge back on top.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Rolls right. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3.
And I think you hear about this chart all the time, when to go for 2, when not to go for 2. Smart decision. Second half, being up by 1 doesn't help you. Getting that two-point conversion, that's a big deal. Now this offense up by a field goal.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the UCF sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to...
Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Finds a tight end down the gut. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Knights come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wants to throw one first. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation, it's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm into this game right now.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Joyner again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Here's a gift to Joyner. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Well, let's hope he just throws this one away. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success, and you look up